Are you a reactor or a responder? There is a difference, you know. Let's think about it. A reactor tends to react to life, react to what people say or do, or what life says and does. And a reactor tends to live from the outside in, where a responder is someone who allows a pause, is someone who allows a pause, the power of a pause, to allow grace to step in. And what I mean by grace is to change one's perception about the situation, a person, place, or thing that has activated you. And so today I want to do a teaching on supporting you to lean more towards responding to life as opposed to reacting to life. Because most people are in the habit of acting in a certain way, and it's just a habit that they so want to be right all the time. They so want to go to battle and put people in their place and, criticize and condemn and be victims of life, right? And most people, if you continue to be in this habit of thinking, then you're not going to be in the receivership of your good, because every time you react, you are becoming emotionally involved in the wrong idea. You're becoming emotionally involved of things that you don't really want in your life, but you think that if I go to battle and, go all out, then I am not only going to feel better about myself, but maybe, just maybe, I might make things right. But I have to let you know that we are so powerless over people, places, and things. We are so powerless over trying to convince others that we are right, that we spend such an extraordinary amount of time either on the physical plane trying to prove our point, or on the mental plane where we give this person that has wronged us or wronged someone else, we give them free rent. And that free rent is actually very costly because it takes up a lot of our thinking. And just remember this, that whatever you are thinking in the present moment is becoming your reality, your destiny in the future. So you really want to make the most of your precious moment by mastering the art of responding instead of reacting. Now, responding, on the other hand, comes from a different self-image. Responding is a different version of you. You have to look at your current place of living like you're living in a house. Okay, so you're living in a house and there are many rooms in the house. And you can choose at any time which room you want to live in. But many people tend to live in the basement. And when you live in the basement, you think in a certain way, you're a reactor, and your external circumstances always mirror back to you your current place of thinking and feeling and acting. So it's almost like you're living in a prison that you've created yourself. However, there is another way to live, and you can go to the penthouse of this home and live there. And it really just is a simple way to get there. And I'm going to share this with you right now. The simplest way for you to live in the penthouse is to have the pause. Have the pause in that moment to allow grace or infinite intelligence or God to step in. Often when I'm about to react, I pause and I actually pray and ask God to change my thinking, because we have just that moment when we become aware, that slight sliding door moment where we can go one way or the other. And by having a pause, you allow yourself to respond instead of react. And this awareness takes time. And I often have to become aware I'm about to react, then sit in silence for a little bit and pause and sit with the uncomfortable feelings inside of me, because I so want to go to battle. But then I go, no, I want to become the best version of myself. And if I continue to behave in the same old familiar way, I'm just cementing in my old identity. And I don't want to do that anymore. I want to live a glorious life, one of peace and abundance and energy, because I don't want to waste my time feeling depleted trying to fight something I'm so powerless over. So I pause, and then I detach, and then I actually ask this question, which is, well, what would my highest version of myself say about this? And that's when I get actually nothing. Nothing comes through. Nothing. I asked my higher self, well, what would this higher self of me, if I was in the receivership of everything I wanted for my precious life, well, how would that version act right now? And of course, it's always do nothing. Do nothing. Just live your life and let others just be. So this has taken a while to develop this habit. But today my post to you, to all of you is that if you want to be rich, happy, and successful, remember, the wealth starts within. It's not on the outside, right? We think, oh, I will change when external circumstances change. And I'm like, it doesn't work like that, my loves. You have to change within first, then the external mirrors back your changed way of being. You don't attract what you want, you attract who you are, who you're being. And so today I put this challenge out to you today to become aware of the habit you're in all the time in reacting, and to now make a decision, no ordinary decision, but a committed decision that you are going to get into the habit of responding instead. And then watch how those things that are bugaboos to you, they won't come near you anymore, because you're in the habit only of responding and moving forward and only concentrating on what you want and where you're going and becoming the best version of your life. So that's my preach for today. If you're new to my channel, a very warm welcome. I'm Tanya Pluckers, and I'm all about helping you master your mind so you can master your life. And if any of my content is resonating with you, I'd love it if you would subscribe. I'm on a mission, to continue this work, because I've discovered that so many people are stuck and they are suffering. And the only reason why they're suffering is because of their thinking. See you soon. Bye for now.